Welcome to the Virtual Women's Forum, a groundbreaking initiative empowering women across generations. This collaboration between WSD Women and the East African community, women's intergenerational dialogue paves the way for transformative connections. Our mission is to unite senior women leaders with young visionaries for mentorship and impactful dialogue. Centered on the theme, the role of digital technologies and social media in enhancing women's leadership and empowerment, we aim to inspire change. Join us as we explore barriers and best practices in business, technology, media, politics, and academia. Together, we foster a future where women lead fearlessly, empowered by digital tools and networks. Through shared experiences and wisdom, we cultivate a space for growth and innovation. Join us in this transformative journey and let's shape the future of women's leadership together.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I am so much delighted to be here this afternoon. Right. There are so many challenges affecting girls, especially in Africa, more so in East Africa, where I come from. The problems range from lack of assistance, lack of funding, to things like sexual exploitation. If I could just touch a bit on sexual exploitation, there is a time when a girl thinks she should now go and vie for a elective position. But you see, these male figures, they dominate this position and think that for this girl to achieve this post, the girl must be used sexually. For the girl even to be heard, for the girl even to get the certification so that she can be able to vie for this elective position. So this one actually demoralizes the girl. If it is a girl who knows a cultural background, a religious background well, and could not trade on something like sex for elective positions, you see this girl will be demeaned, she will be demoralized, and at the end of it, she will quit vying for that elective position. So one major challenge in Africa, and more so in East Africa, is sexual exploitation. The moment a female figure or a young girl from a certain community will come out to speak that I want to vie for this post, she will be looked down upon sexually, and the male figure will want always to sleep with her so that she can get back whatever she wants. And you find most girls who are clean will not allow something like that. Another thing is social and cultural background. There are some communities in Africa, in East Africa, a place like Turkana. It is a place like men tell women not to speak. They're supposed to be seen, not to be heard. They're supposed to be by the firewood cooking for their men. So cultural and a social economic background also make these women not to come out and go and look for these elective positions, because they saw their mothers at the firewood cooking for their fathers, and they come out with such mentality that the kitchen belongs to me. I'm not supposed to go to the field and think of what I am supposed to do. So these are some of the barriers which we should talk about. We should talk about by educating these girls from the community. We should be going to the community and educating these girls that those are those fears. But now the world is evolving, the world has changed. They should come out and they should not be stereotyped that they only belong to the kitchen and they're supposed to come out and vie for these elective positions. Discrimination is a situation where the male counterparts will discriminate the girls. They will always try to bully them. They will always try to tell them that you are not supposed to go and vie for elective positions. You are not supposed to do things like sciences. You are not supposed to be a doctor. You are not supposed to be engineer. You are supposed to take lighter roles, which is wrong, because the world is evolving. The girls should not be discriminated. They should be left to do whatever they feel is right for them, so that they can change the whole world. They can change the whole Africa, the whole East Africa. If they male discriminate these girls, they will be feeling, so I should not do this thing. I should not be an engineer. I should not be a doctor. So the world is involved. So let us not discriminate our girls. I think we should give them chance. We should give them space, so that they can also air there. They could air out what they want to do. There is also lack of information. You find with our girls, more so in the rural areas. Maybe in town it's a bit better, but in rural areas, sometimes there is no lack of information reaching these girls. Like in a parliament, there is that rule in the constitution that there should be 1/3 gender rule representations. But you see, if a girl in the deep down in the rural does not get that information, do you think the girl can be able to air her views that she wants to vie for an elective position? It is not easy. So if we do not empower information to reach, even in the rural area of Tanzania, rural area of Uganda, rural area of Burundi, these girls, they can never know such a thing. So we should always get out, spread the information, so that they can know that there is a place that belongs to them. There are positions that belong to them. Because if we don't empower them through information, it is always said information is power. And if we don't share the information, they can never get to know that I'm supposed to vie even for a member of parliament or a member of county assembly. I should even be a speaker, such like things. So we should always try and encourage information to be passed at the right time, at the right place. There are also beliefs. There are some beliefs that sometimes a girl is not supposed to be so much involved in such things. More so when you are doing this thing from where you are born. They will always try to discourage you and tell you that you don't belong here. You are supposed to go and look for your place the other side of the world, maybe where you are married, maybe where you are going to start life again. Another major challenge for girls is lack of funding. There is no funding for girls. You see, people try to support the boy child, the male-dominated area more than the female-dominated. So if a girl is not supported, where is she going to get a ground to start from? Like times for campaigns, you get male figures are getting a lot of funding, even from foreign people, even from local government. But a girl starting to look for funds to do a campaign, it's just hell on earth. So lack of funding also hinder girls to come out in large numbers and say, I want this, and I want this. So if we could get a way of getting funding for our girls and know how to channel them, then a girl in a Burundi can be somebody. We can always hear Burundi has got a female president. Rwanda has got a female president if we get a very good backing. And there's also lack of party support. A party will not give a certificate to a girl. Why? They think it is not right. So if a party has not given you a certificate to vie, how are you going to vie for that position? Because you cannot access the certificate to use to vie for this elective parliament. And sometimes they go on this thing called independent, which sometimes give them a bit of challenges. So yes, it is very, very hard for a girl. What I can encourage our girls to do is this. 1, they should keep on pushing until they get whatever they want. They should come out. They should hold a few of meetings and air out their views and say whatever they want, so that somebody interested somewhere would be able to support them for the things they want to do. Because if they get discouraged and they don't come out completely, it's going to be very, very, very hard for us, people who are on the field who want to really help this girl. So they should come out and they should push, and they should keep on pushing and pushing until they get what they want. 2, they should not be sexually exploited for positions they know very well belong to them. Why would they agree to be sexually exploited? That somebody is promising you that if I give you this certificate, then I'm going to elect. They should not. They should stand and state the thing they know is true for them. Because these things are free and they should always go for them. And if they start going down that they become sexually exploited, even their own sense is not going to be really right. So they should always know where to point a wrong and know where to say this is right. And thirdly, if they think their rights, if they think their rights are being demeaned, maybe somebody is bullying them, because a girl will always say something, then the next minute you see it on social media that this was so and so. People will always try to bully them. If they think their rights are demeaned, somebody is trying to play around with their rights, they should call out and report those people so that action can be taken, the people can be apprehended, they can be taken to court, the law can be followed to the latter. Because if they keep quiet when their rights are being violated, it is very, very wrong. So they should come out strong, they should not fear. Because right now, we need 50-50 rule. We want men 50, we want women 50. We want boys 50, we want girls 50. There is nothing like men should go for higher number like 70 and women are given 30. It can never happen. Can never happen. And the last thing, the girls should embrace peace. They should embrace peace in whatever they are doing. They should be in the forefront of spreading the gospel of peace. Why? It starts from the household. When you are a mother and you spread peace, even where you are going to, that thing is going to be very easy. So let us be peace ambassadors. Let us be justice ambassadors, always, always, always. Let us teach these girls, let them emulate the peace. Because when we have peace, a girl can rule. Thank you so much.